Hello friends, Robert Hamm with RobertHammPhotography.com coming to you again today with another I Shoot Film video. And let's go ahead and get started. This week we were shooting, my son and I, the Minolta X570, and we were shooting a beautiful 1.8 prime lens on Kodak Ektar 100. Definitely a daylight balanced, very vibrant landscape or building kind of film. We had an absolute blast with it. The one thing that was nice about shooting this film, specifically on this camera, was the ease of use that we were able to get through this electronic the computer on board just through aperture priority. And that's real important because I've been teaching my son about the 7-16 rule and how to shoot and get great exposures. But these are kind of different concepts to think about, especially for a new photographer, especially for a kid that's 12 that's never held really a mechanical camera, So he's used to taking pictures on his iPhone, point and shoot, and there you go. So composition isn't so difficult, but focusing and choosing a depth of field can be a little bit difficult for him. So when he's shooting, we're going ahead and putting it on the aperture preferred mode, aperture priority, and so that makes it great. He can just think about what kind of depth of field that he wants, and then he can do his best to get the focus, because I don't know that he's got the split image prism worked out quite yet, but I know he's doing his best. For me, I enjoy shooting manually just because I feel that it's the epitome of what happens once you start producing and understanding photography, although there's quite a bit of convenience about shooting in an automatic mode. But for me, when I'm shooting casually and I've got the time, I really prefer automatic. I really prefer manual because it just means that I feel like I'm more connected to what I'm doing. The lens produces beautifully sharp, very well rendered images, specifically with a gorgeous depth of field and bokeh to them. I noticed, however, I've got some light leaks going on. I think it's time to replace these light seals on the camera. And that kind of is sad because I've ran a couple of rolls through it and I started to see the difference. The light seals in here, 20 years old, so it's about time. That's not a big job, but it's definitely sad. I shot 37 images off of my 36 roll of film. I had the Fine Lab develop them. The film is not Dead Lab, and they did an outstanding job. They gave me images through WeTransfer that were about 16, 18 megapixels, megabytes, which was great. And through the detail of the lens and everything, I'm able to look and even see the peach fuzz on my son's lip, which he insists is a mustache, as he'll say, which is quite funny. He's 12. He wants to have a mustache like Dad, but it's still peach fuzz. But anyways, shooting is something that I do with him as a bonding experience. I enjoy photographing because I'm a photographer and it's what I do. And I like to be able to bring him along and include him in something that is kind of outside the ordinary for what moms and dads might usually do. And so my suggestion to you, in fact, it's not even a suggestion, I implore you, spend a little bit of cash, spend 50, 60 bucks and go out and get yourself a camera and some film. Now, even if you don't understand the f-stops and how to use a camera manually, don't worry, I've got videos on that and you can find that online. But if you just go out and you get a little film camera and you start taking some pictures with your kids in an automatic mode like shutter priority or program or something like that, it's just something that you can do that produces something physical in the end. And now your kid's got a real connection to you for something they did at a young age. And it doesn't take long. A roll of film a week, 20 bucks, including development if you go to Walmart, for 4x6 prints. That's nothing. You can get a camera for $20, $30 online if you want one. Otherwise, you can get a camera from me because I have a Win My Camera going on. I've got an Olympus 35 RC that you can win, which I've already fixed up. I actually sent it out to the shop and everything. And all you have to do is go ahead and subscribe to me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. On November 20th, 2016 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll do a drawing for everyone that's a current subscriber to any one of my social media outlets. And if you are, you could win my camera. That's no joke. And then you would have a film-tested, recently serviced, beautiful little gem of a camera to take pictures with your children with. And that's what I hope. If you don't have kids, you're not out of luck. Don't fret. You can be that person in someone's life that's a real difference, and all you have to do is show a little interest. And putting something like a camera in someone's hand can really help break the ice, especially a kid, because there's knobs, there's dials. They want to push the button, they want to touch things, and it's exciting. And then, not only do you have the experience of taking the photographs together, you also have the experience of watching their face when they look at the photographs on prints for the first time. It's really quite cool. Guys, I'm Robert Hamm with RobertHammPhotography.com, sharing my love of film for you, with you, and everybody out there. I hope that you enjoyed this. Find me over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever. Go ahead and join in the Win My Camera. And as always, keep shooting, my friends.